Let us we can see the meaning of supply. There is a difference between stock of goods and supply of goods. Supply means sum of the part of stock of goods which is prepared by a seller to sell at a particular price at a particular market in a particular period of time. Law of supply, it explains the functional relationship between price of a good and supply of good. When all other things remain constant, if the price rises, supply also increases. If the price falls, supply will be decreases. It means that there is a direct proportional relationship between price and supply. Supply schedule. There are two types of supply schedule: individual supply schedule and market supply schedule. Individual supply schedule, it shows the various quantities of the goods that are supplied by an individual seller or producer at various levels of prices in the market. Next one is market supply schedule. It shows the various quantities of the goods that are supplied by various producers or sellers at various levels of prices in the market. When we add the supply of all sellers, then total supply or market supply can be obtained. Whether the individual supply curve or market supply curve slopes upwards from left to right, as there is a direct proportional relationship between the price and supply. That is what we can see the exceptions of the law of supply. For rare goods, in case of rare goods, supply cannot be changed according to the price. So in the case of rare goods, the supply curve is parallel to OY axis. Supply of labor. In case of labor, the supply curve is backward bending because in the initial stage, if the wage level is increased, the supply of the labor also increased. Beyond a certain stage, if the wages are increased, they require more leisure, so the supply of labor will be decreased. Changes in supply. If there is a change in the determinants of supply, that leads to the changes in supply. There are changes in supply are of two types. First one is extension and contraction of the supply. Second one is increase and decrease of the supply. Now we can see about the extension and contraction of the supply. When all other things remain constant, if there is a change in the price, that leads to a change in the supply. These changes in the supply are called extension and contraction of the supply. When the price is increased, the supply will be extended. When the price is decreased, the supply will be contracted. To explain the extension and contraction of the supply, a single supply curve is enough. Increase and decrease of supply. When the price is constant, if there is a change in any one of the determinants, that leads to change in supply. These changes in supply are called increase and decrease of supply. To explain the increase or decrease of the supply, a single supply curve is not enough. It means new supply curve are formed. When the supply is increased, the new supply curve is formed towards right to the old supply curve. In the same way, when the supply is decreased, the new supply curve is formed towards left to the old supply curve.